Why does a Bugatti She-Ron repair bill cost more than rebuilding an entire Ferrari engine? That question sounds exaggerated. Until you see the invoices. Because here's the part nobody talks about. Ferrari doesn't do this, Lamborghini doesn't do this. Koenigsegg doesn't do this. And these are not cheap brands. These are million-dollar cars. Carbon tubs. Hand-built engines. Extremely low production numbers. Yet even at that level, their repair pricing still follows logic. Bugatti's doesn't. And that's where this problem began. Matt Armstrong has rebuilt supercars and hypercars that were never supposed to return to the road. Cars written off by insurance. Cars manufacturers quietly hoped would vanish. Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren. Limited-run models with impossible parts logistics. Were they hard to rebuild? Yes. Were the parts expensive? Of course. But were the prices so extreme they felt disconnected from reality? Not until the Bugatti She-Ron. That's the mystery. Prices that don't match materials. Invoices that assume no one will question them. And a pattern that feels deliberate, not accidental. Before breaking down why this keeps happening, and the serious danger this creates for Bugatti, like the video, share it, and subscribe so you can follow how this repair actually ends. Because once you see this system, you can't unsee it. Here's the expectation when someone buys a hypercar. You expect pain. But you also expect logic. Higher prices, yes, but prices tied to something real. Materials, engineering complexity, production volume, specialized labor. Carbon fiber costs more than steel. Titanium costs more than aluminum. A bespoke gearbox costs more than a mass-produced one. That's how every manufacturer justifies pricing. Ferrari does this. Lamborghini does this. Koenigsegg does this. Bugatti claims to do the same thing. But then you see the numbers. 2 parts. Similar size, similar function, similar materials. One costs tens of thousands. The Bugatti equivalent costs hundreds of thousands. Nothing about the part changed, only the brand did. That's not engineering, that's policy. And once pricing becomes a policy, it stops being about cost recovery. It becomes about control. Watch what happens the moment a Bugatti She-Ron breaks. The repair quote arrives. And it doesn't feel like a service. It feels like punishment. Not, here's how we fix it. But, here's what happens when you step outside the system. Damage isn't solved. It's discouraged. Every line item sends the same message. You weren't supposed to be here. You weren't supposed to touch this. You weren't supposed to ask questions. Repairs stop being about restoring the car. They become behavioral enforcement. Stay inside Bugatti-approved dealers. Stay inside Bugatti-approved technicians. Stay inside Bugatti-approved narratives. Ownership only feels safe if you never test the boundaries. And punishment only exists if someone benefits from it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Bugatti can earn more from a broken Chiron than from a perfect one. Car margins are finite. They're negotiated. They're capped. Parts margins are not. Once the car is sold, Bugatti's leverage increases, not decreases. A damaged component means no aftermarket options, no third-party suppliers, no competition, just one price and no alternatives. Every repair becomes a revenue event. And because the assumed owner is ultra-wealthy, the invoice isn't challenged, it's paid. Damage doesn't represent a failure in the system. It represents a trigger for control. And that incentive changes everything. Now think about what repaired Bugatti She-Rons actually represent. They're dangerous. Not because they're unsafe, but because they're visible. They circulate, they get photographed, they get taken apart on camera, they get understood. Every repaired car reduces mystery. Scrapped cars do the opposite. They preserve scarcity, they protect mythology, they keep the illusion intact. When parts pricing crosses a certain threshold, something predictable happens. Insurance companies stop approving repairs, owners stop fighting invoices, cars quietly disappear from the ecosystem. Inflated pricing doesn't ban rebuilding outright, it just makes it irrational, and that's far more effective. Independent rebuilders are the real threat here. They don't follow brand scripts, they don't protect mystique, they document everything. Every bolt removed is lost secrecy. Every invoice shown is lost leverage. That's why Bugatti pricing isn't just expensive, it's intimidating. It's designed to stop independent shops, public rebuilds, viewer education. Matt Armstrong rebuilding a Bugatti She-Ron isn't just fixing a car, it's exposing a system. And fear only works until someone ignores it. This entire system only survives if owners stay silent. Exclusivity depends on ignorance, not just from the public, from the owners themselves. The moment invoices go public, the illusion weakens. The moment rebuilds are documented, power shifts. The moment viewers understand the numbers, prestige starts leaking away. That's why information matters more than horsepower. Bugatti understands this better than anyone, because once knowledge spreads, control collapses. Look at what Matt Armstrong's Bugatti She-Ron rebuild actually represents. It's not just a car being fixed, it's a process being exposed. Every part removed on camera strips away mythology. Every delay raises questions. Every unexplained price forces scrutiny. This is the exact opposite of how Bugatti wants its cars to exist. Bugatti wants Chirons to be experienced, not understood, driven, not dissected, admired, not analyzed. And that's why independent documentation is so dangerous. At first, the system responds quietly, emails slow down, responses become vague, timelines stretch, nothing explicit, nothing confrontational, just friction. Because friction discourages persistence. Most owners give up here. They accept write-offs. They accept inflated invoices. They accept that some cars are too special to survive, and the system stays intact. But this time, the builder didn't stop. And that changes everything. When fear fails, systems escalate, policies tighten, supplier relationships shift, access becomes conditional, not publicly, privately. The rules don't change on paper, they change in practice. Parts that were available become restricted, suppliers suddenly need approval, documentation becomes sensitive. And that's when the rebuild stops being mechanical, it becomes political. Here's where the danger really appears. If Bugatti allows independent Chiron rebuilds to succeed, 3 things happen. 1. Transparency increases. 2. Parts pricing gets questioned. 3. Control weakens. But if Bugatti pushes back too hard, something else happens. They confirm the suspicion. That pricing was never about cost. That access was never about safety. That control was always the goal. Either outcome damages the brand. And Bugatti knows it. This is why the pressure feels different now. Not loud, not aggressive, calculated. Because Bugatti isn't trying to stop one rebuild. They're trying to protect a precedent. Once one Chiron is publicly repaired outside the approved ecosystem, the door opens. Other rebuilders follow. Other owners ask questions. Other invoices get shared. And suddenly, scarcity stops being a myth. It becomes measurable. Right now, the Bugatti Chiron rebuild is still moving. Slowly, carefully, piece by piece. The car exists, the parts exist, the knowledge exists, but the environment around it is changing. Access feels conditional, support feels fragile, and the margin for error is shrinking. This isn't about one car anymore. It's about whether Bugatti can maintain control in a world that documents everything. Because here's the real risk for Bugatti. They don't lose money if one Chiron gets repaired, they lose power. And once power is lost, it doesn't come back quietly. The question now isn't whether this Bugatti Chiron will return to the road. It's whether Bugatti tightens the system so hard that future Chirons never get the chance. And if that happens, the next rebuild won't just be expensive, it'll be impossible.